Ladies and gentlemen, it is the best time of the year. Royal Rumble is this weekend, and not only that, but it's in Saudi Arabia. The Royal Rumble is exciting enough on its own, but we know WWE likes going all out for the Saudi Arabia shows. There's going to be a handful of surprises, no doubt. So what I've done today is I've chosen 5 from the women's side and 5 from the men's side, and we're going to go through them one by one and determine what's likely to happen, what's not going to happen, and what is definitely not going to happen. So this is Dilly, and these are my picks for the 2026 Royal Rumble surprise entrants. We're going to start off on the women's side here, and we are going to start with AJ Lee. If you ask me, the armchair booker, I would say they're going to be setting up for a WrestleMania match between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch for that Women's Intercontinental Championship. Also, AJ Lee would get a huge pop in Saudi Arabia. We haven't seen her in, a couple months at this point? I think this is the time to bring her back. So put her in the Rumble, put her in pretty late, but get her in there with Becky Lynch, and let's set up that Mania match. This is the best way to do it. So will it happen? Definitely. Next on my list is Paige. A lot of people have been talking about Paige coming into this Royal Rumble, and I mean, I see why. I see the reasons. She's a free agent. She's cleared, as far as everyone knows. There's no reason they wouldn't bring her back and put her in the Rumble. And imagine the stare downs we could have. Paige looking down at AJ Lee for the first time in a decade. Looking at Liv Morgan for the first time ever. And imagine Paige staring down eye to eye with Rhea Bloody Ripley. Will it happen? Maybe. Up next is Tiffany Stratton. So there's very little known about her injury that she has right now. She's been out since November, so I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but part of me really feels like they've been saving her for the Royal Rumble. For all we know, she could have been cleared 2 months ago, but they were just waiting for this exact point. Like, hey, you know what? Let's make you a surprise entrant, get you in there. So, will it happen? Definitely. Now this pick kind of breaks the rules. It is 2 people I'm putting in, but you'll see exactly why. Trish Stratus and Lita. Why hasn't Trish been around more? Like, she was like full on part-time status there for a bit, and then she just kind of disappeared. The reason I really put these 2 together is because, as crazy as this sounds, Trish has been in Rumbles, Lita has been in Rumbles. They have never shared the ring in a Royal Rumble match. You're talking 2 of the absolute biggest rivals as far as women wrestling goes, period, and they've never shared the ring in a Rumble. That's crazy. That's crazy work. So let's get them back in the swing, and let's even set up a match at WrestleMania. Call me crazy, but I would absolutely love to see Trish Stratus and Lita take on the women's tag team champions at Mania, whoever that may be. So will this happen? Definitely. And my last pick on the women's side is Bianca Belair. I know she's been dealing with that injury on her finger for like forever now. I know there's potential complications. I have no idea. There's no way she's not cleared at this point. Honestly, I wanted to come back with like a titanium finger gimmick, just like pokes people and then pins them. That's printing money. Also, we can't really ignore the fact that Jade Cargill is champion right now, can we? I think it's kind of writing itself, and I think it's kind of meant to do that. I say Bianca is absolutely coming back in this match, so will it happen? Definitely. Let's go on to the men's side, and the first pick I have here is Powerhouse Hobbs. Look, man, in a Rumble, you want one thing. You want big, meaty men slapping meat, and there are no bigger men to slap bigger meat than Powerhouse freaking Hobbs. Or should I call him Royce Keys? If you're believing the rumor mill, that's apparently going to be his name, and I'm just going to say it. It's going to take a while for that to grow on me. Honestly, there's no better place to debut him than the Rumble if he is truly coming to the company. So, will it happen? Definitely. Next on my list, it's L.A. Knight. I'm convinced they wrote him off just to give the fans a bit of a tolerance break and bring him back for the Rumble to be like this huge mega pop in Saudi Arabia. And we can't ignore the fact that there was a gigantic sign seen in Saudi Arabia. I'm pretty sure this is gonna happen. So will it happen? Yeah! Definitely. Next on my list is Kevin Owens. He had neck surgery at some point. The dates have honestly been kind of mixed up. Like, I've heard like early last year, mid last year, kind of like different months, kind of like, It's been close to a year regardless since he got his surgeries. So, I mean, it's possible. Will it happen? No chance in hell. Get well soon, KO. We love you. Up next is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. Seth freaking Rollins. How has nobody been talking about Seth Rollins coming into this matchup? I've watched several videos. Not a single person has mentioned Seth Rollins. And listen, I know he's hurt. He's got a shoulder injury, whatever. He's worked us before. Now, do I believe he got injured? Yes. That bump that he did was so stupid. That fucking coast-to-coast headbutt. Whoever greenlit that, whoever the producer of that match was, should get fired, because that was so stupid. But I will say, I don't think he tore his rotator cuff. I don't think his injury was as bad as they're leading us to think it was. You need to realize, he went on and he finished and won that match. He took a crossroads off the top rope, landing on that bad arm, and he continued the match. Clearly the injury was not that bad. And I mean, hell, he just watched a dude climb a skyscraper. Come on. If that's not a publicity stunt in preparation for the Royal Rumble, I don't know what is. Will it happen? Maybe. And my last pick. Y2J Chris Jericho. Guys, it's gonna happen. I'm ready to die on this hill. He's still on the AEW roster on their website. I don't care. I'll either be a genius in saying for sure that he will be in the men's Royal Rumble match, or I'll be looked at as a bit of a dummy when he doesn't come out. Either way, I'm going all in here. Is it gonna happen? Definitely. Get this man in at number 30. We need Y2J. Alright, so those were my picks. 5 from the women's side, 5 from the men's. Let me know what you guys think and sound off in the comments below. While you're there, make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Click the bell so you know every time I post, and follow me on the socials at ThisIsDilly and at DillyPlaysYT. I've been your host as always. This is Dilly, signing out.